All right, so here is Solomon's book, reflection on chapters 5, 6, and 7, and then also a conclusion. Sorry, I've got a really weird light on my face. I'm just gonna go with it. Whatever. So between the lectures and between reading online, I got a couple different questions that I have to answer, I think. So I'm just gonna go ahead and answer them all and just play it safe. And so in your video lecture, Deaton asked, what does it mean for life to be meaningful? Or how to make it more meaningful. And maybe it's because I'm a girl and it's just a proven fact, and a scientific fact that girls are more emotional. And so I felt like, in order for life to be to be meaningful, you have to connect with the emotional side of life, and that's how you're going to make it more meaningful, more heartfelt. We just passed Valentine's Day, and so a lot of people thought, sorry, I really hate this light. A lot of people felt like it was a meaningful day because of the emotion, because of the love. Usually it's a positive emotion. Normally if it's a day where a family member has passed away, it's not as, I guess it is meaningful, but it's not like as cheery meaningful. And so for my opinion on that, it's just the positives of life can and should make life more meaningful, and how to make life more meaningful, how to make it happen. Also, maybe it's because I'm an optimist, given I'm a realist just as much as I'm an optimist, but for the most part, I'm an optimist. And so to make life more meaningful, I feel like if the more emotion you put into life, the more you're going to get out, and the more meaning and the more feelings that you're going to get, and the more enjoyable life's going to get. So I wrote down, sorry, I have little notes here. I do that. But so for my closing statement on this question, I put happy equals meaningful life. And that, I feel like that's not always true, but for the most part, it's pretty true. Like 9 times out of 10. And then in the discussion area of this chapter, one question was a genuinely free in a meaningful sense, like no preconceived idea. Well, at least that was my answer. We are free. We're physically free. Mentally free, I'm not real sure. And that's where that preconceived idea comes in. At least I know for me. Right now I'm dieting for Miss Tennessee. And I know in my head that if someone puts a piece of cake in front of me and someone else puts a piece of baked chicken in front of me that I should be eating, on any given day, I'm going to want the chocolate. I'm not going to want to eat healthy. That's just human nature. You already have a preconceived idea, and so you're free in your choice. However, you can still go against your choice, not making you any less free. It's just that preconceived idea comes in, and regardless of what you feel, whatever your head can say one thing, but your heart can say another, and whatever your heart's feeling is exactly what you're going to go towards. I love chocolate. My heart's going to go towards chocolate or cake or anything else other than anything healthy. Fact of matter. I don't know about you guys, but... And then the other question, which I actually listened to the lecture last night, and because of this last question, I held off an entire day to make this video because I really didn't know how to approach it, which I've never done before. But the last sentence on the second part, given I don't know if I'm supposed to answer this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I've stressed this much about it. But if God knows exactly what we're going to, if God knows exactly what we're going to do, and God is never wrong, does that apparent inability to choose otherwise suggest that we are not free? And I don't think that. God is never wrong. He is omniscient. There we go. Omniscient. However, it is understood that, not to pull religion into this, but God has a will, and it's understood that we're going to stray away from His will. So we make our own choices. God, from my understanding, God understands that we are going to not make the right choices, that we are going to make our own choices. It's just human nature to not listen to anybody. And so I think we are free. I just think, maybe it's like a conscious thing that could have pulled you to, make up this question and for us to answer it. But in a sense, we are totally free, but God understands that we should follow His will, but we're just not. And I've always understood that He understands that we have this idea, we have the knowledge that we're going to follow His will. However, He also understands, because He's omniscient, that we're not going to follow it, that He knows we're not going to follow it. So, it's really confusing on my part. I know I've gone over my time limit that I'm supposed to, but thanks for hanging out for 6 minutes, and I'll see you whenever I have to do one of these again on the next book. So